Hello curl friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jody and it's great to have you join me today. Today we are doing another biggest surprises video. Now I've only done one of these before, but I thought what better way to introduce this video than having straight hair. I haven't straightened my hair since it's been about a year and a half, to be truthfully honest. And I don't know what happened, if I kind of forgot how to do the process or not. I used my blowout brush to start out with and I had the biggest frizz ball. Like my hair was so fluffy and flying everywhere. So then I tried to kind of calm it down with the regular flat iron straightener. It didn't really help. Sleeping on my hair actually helped the best. I feel like it kind of woke up a little bit better. I've used some pomades. I've used my Verb Ghost oil to just kind of try to calm the frizz down. I have never had my hair this frizzy before, and I don't know what happened. But that's besides the point. That's not what this video is about. We're doing biggest surprises here. I actually went way off the trail with that one. So biggest surprises of 2023, that's products that I've used that I wasn't expecting the results that I got. So let's dive into this. I'm going to start out actually with the bad ones first and then end on a good note, end on a positive note, which is what I like. I do have my notes here. I kind of hope you can't see it on camera. That's not distracting, but I am going to be looking at my notes. First of all, though, for my first biggest surprises is, in a bad way, is the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Mask. Now, unfortunately, well, let me back up. This mask had been so hyped up, I felt like, in the curly hair community. I hadn't heard any bad reviews over it. But for me, it just let me down. It wasn't that it was a terrible mask. It's that for the price and the hype that it had, I just didn't feel like it lived up to those expectations. So for me, it was just not going to be a repurchase for me. Luckily, I only got a travel size. I didn't really spend the money on the full one. Plus, I think I got it on sale too. So I won't be repurchasing that one. It's just been a disappointment. The second biggest surprise in the bag category is Flora and Curl. Now, I did spend the money to get the full size of these products. If you know me at all, you know recently I've been focusing more on like the smaller travel size packaging just to try to keep my product stash from taking over my whole house basically. So this Flora and Curl product, I had the high hopes for. They have proteins in them. I thought my curls are going to love this because my hair loves protein. But I found that while I did, if you saw in the video, I'm not sure how many of these I can put in the iCards, but I'll see what I can do. If not, I'll leave them linked below in the description box. Anyways, in the video, these products, I got to work for me for that video, but I had tried them out multiple times leading up to that, and it was a struggle. These products definitely had a learning curve, and I just, once again, kind of similar thing, I don't feel like they lived up to the hype. I felt like they more easily over moisturized my hair if I wasn't really, really careful, especially with that lotion. I'm not sure if that was the only culprit, but I have to go very light on that, I have found. And so I just, like I said, I had one expectation that they'd be automatically great for my hair, and it just wasn't the case. And they are a little bit more pricey, so I've been disappointed. The last product for the bad side, and this was one of those that I just added to my notes here just a moment ago. I had this list completed actually for weeks, and then I just added this last one. It is the Heritage Magic Spell Texturizing Spray. If you remember my review on the Heritage products, for the most part, I really like the products. Like, I remember the cream was a really good cream. The mousse was pretty good as well, but I'll never know how well that would have held up. I remember my hair was very soft, and I'll never know how well that mousse would have held up had I not put in the texturizing spray. And so that texturizing spray, is probably a good portion of it is my fault. I just went overboard on that. I feel like if I had put less, it might have turned out okay. I'm not really sure. I said I should play with these products again, but I'm gonna be honest, it just kind of put me off, that texturizing spray, and so I returned everything. So I could go back and repurchase it. I'm not really at that point yet, especially with the current stash, things I need to try. But that is where my thoughts are. That texturizing spray just kind of turned me off from the line. So is that fair? Not necessarily. And once again, I rewatched my video and I kind of remember some of the good things I really did like about that brand. Just that texturizing spray was not it for me. Now, moving on to the good category. Who doesn't like to end on a good note? And I have a fair amount in here. So a lot of these have to do with my revisits. If you're familiar with my revisit series at all, I like to, for products that didn't work for my hair, I like to go back and try to find ways to make them work. I should have done this for that texturizing spray, but excuse me, sorry for the frog in my throat, but I didn't. So we are moving on to what did work out for me and what kind of blew me away, what really surprised me. Like I said, these products hadn't left a good first impression. So I'm going back, trying them again. And the first product combination that came to mind in this category were actually two products, is the AG Curl Definer and the Biolage Styling Gelée. Now, both of these products I didn't care for. I think the AG one I had done by itself in a video. I just featured it by itself, and I still don't really care to use that one by itself. It is a great curl definer paired with something else, I feel like. So I styled it with the Biolage Gelée, and that one worked really good. Now, in that first video that I used the Biolage Gelée, I think the hairspray was the culprit in that whole video, that I didn't like how things turned out. I do think I remember having more frizz, but I'm not 100% sure. That one's been a while ago. That's been last year in 2022. So anyways, I just know that I wasn't impressed with my results for Biolage, and I was thinking, like, why was this pretty highly recommended by someone that I'm familiar with on the curly influencer world? And so anyways, I tried it again, and I have since tried it with other things too, and I really do like it. So the Biolage Styling Gelée and the AG Curl Fresh Definer are a thumbs up in my opinion now. Another one that I was completely blown away with in the revisit list was the Curls Blueberry Bliss Leave-In Conditioner. Now, the thing was that I have never tried this one before, but I put it in my revisits because I had done a whole review on the Curls Blueberry Bliss line. However, I did not have the leave-in conditioner at that point. I only had the hair milk. And I thought that they would be similar, and the hair milk was way over moisturizing for my curls. So over moisturizing. It just left a greasy, producty feeling on my hair that no matter what I paired it with. So anyways, I tried the Blueberry Bliss leave-in conditioner because I think I found it on a pretty good price at TJ Maxx. I'm like, why not? What do I have to lose? So I tried it and I was impressed. I was very impressed. I think I tried this 3 different times, this leave-in conditioner, and I've liked it with every product that I've paired it with. So this is a fantastic leave-in conditioner. It is not over moisturizing. It doesn't leave my hair gunky, which I love, and it leaves my curls with the perfect moisture, and I'm ready to go. It's a good base for the rest of my stylers. The next product revisit I was impressed with was the Curls Sea Moss collection. Now, when I first tried the Sea Moss collection, I just did the styling gel, or what was that called? It was called like the slime or something like that, some unappealing title. But that one was decent if I remember correctly. But I had tried, once again, off camera though this time, I had tried the hair milk and the moss, or I'm sorry, the hair milk and the mousse of the Sea Moss collection. And I didn't really like that. It kind of gave me the same impression of the Curls Blueberry Bliss line. It left my hair feeling producty and just weighed down and everything like that. So I paired the mousse with something else, and off the top of my head, I can't remember what it was. It might have been the AG Curl Fresh Definer. I'm not 100% sure. But I know I paired it with something else, and I did go pretty lightweight with it. But I love my curls that I had gotten from that one. That one, my hair looked really good. That was one of my favorite revisits, actually. So, like I said, check that out. I'm going to either have it linked in the cards, or if I haven't run out of space, or down below in the description, because I really like that one. Now, the last portion of the revisit series that surprised me in a good way was the Main Choice Pink Lemonade and Coconut line. And once again, I paired this with, I had done the sherbet, and before I had done the mousse, just the sherbet and the mousse in the line as part of the review, and it just didn't, my curls didn't hold up. So I thought I need to pair this with the gel. So I paired it with my Dippity Doo gel, and I loved it. I love my results. They work great together. And so I imagine I could probably pair it with a few other gels, but it doesn't need to be a heavy gel. I feel like a medium to lightweight gel is perfect. So I'm thinking probably like the I keep looking in this direction when I'm thinking. I apologize. I need to look at the camera. But I keep thinking of like the Weed Ag Climate Control. I know I have the stronger hold version. In my opinion, it doesn't seem like that strong of a hold gel, but I'm thinking that one might be one that would work. Or even maybe the other Weed Ag, the Weather Up Gel, I think is what it's called, that you now can get on only on Amazon. But anyways, those are just a couple ideas that are coming to mind right off the top of my head, possibly for pairing with that. But the Main Choice collection did surprise me from what it had been when I first reviewed it for you guys to what I experienced in my revisit. Now, I have 3 other things that I want to address that surprised me in a positive way. They are outside my revisit series. So the first one is the OGX Sea Salt Spray. Now, kind of going back to my experience with the Heritage Texturizer Spray, the sea salt spray I kind of felt like would be a similar situation. I thought it might leave my hair feeling producty, gunky, stiff, and just not what I'm looking for. But that sea salt spray from OGX was fantastic. I love that. I do find that I use it more in the summertime. I haven't used it in the fall. I kind of don't really see myself using it much in the winter time, but I loved that sea salt spray. And it did not leave my hair feeling gunky at all. Now, granted, I was careful not to use too much product. So I'm sure if I overloaded my hair, I would not have such great results. But I had such a positive results with that that I was impressed. The next brand that had me very surprised was Curl Rhythm from Dollar General. Now, I don't know if it was the fact that it was Dollar General, I just didn't have high expectations. My Dollar General, I feel like my local one leaves a lot to be desired of, and it's just kind of a very cluttered and chaotic store in my opinion, so I don't get good vibes when I go in there. But anyways, that aside, this line really impressed me. It gave me lightweight, bouncy, voluminous curls, and I was pretty floored by that. Now, it does need hairspray in my opinion, and this line can dry out my hair a little bit. But I love that first initial day 1, day 2 look is just so, like I said, voluminous and lightweight and curly. And so I really do love that. Is it a great long wearing one? Not for me, but maybe for some of you it might be different. But I was just overall blown away, first impressions and thereafter. Now the last product or line I have for you is Miche. This brand blew me away, surprised me because I had in my mind that it was probably going to be too heavy for my curls. I just felt like I see a lot of more coarse, tighter curl patterns, really leaning into this line and enjoying these products. I thought this probably isn't going to work for my hair, but I wanted to give it a try anyways. So I did buy the trial sizes, and I've loved everything that I've tried. I guess the only thing I wasn't wild about was a refresh spray. I'm not even sure if that's still on their website or not. I did want to try their mousse. That was out of stock. But anyways, everything that I have tried, from the cleansers to the conditioners, leave-in conditioners, the gel was good. That one was probably the least impressive out of the line, but their deep conditioner was phenomenal as well. So I just loved most everything from the line. So that is all I have for you today on biggest surprises. Let me know what you thought of this in the comments down below. Let me know if there's anything that you were really impressed with this year that you've tried, or maybe anything that you were really disappointed with. But until I see you again next week, have a great day. Bye.